single arm bent over row. So when I get set up for a bent over row, I personally like to have a nice awkwardly wide stance. I recommend kettlebells for this move. If you have a barbell, you can do that, but it's going to be a challenge to do single arm. Highly recommend dumbbells or kettlebells, okay? You're going to come down into a squat and then step your leg back. So you're almost making a corner with your feet, like a square right here, okay? And you're going to bring your bell so it's right underneath your shoulder here. I'll turn to the side so you can actually see what's happening. How about that? Make sure your knees don't collapse in on you. And you're going to sweep your elbow between your hip and your rib. Bring your pinky up towards your hip bone and then slow release out. The challenge of this move is to not let the shoulder drop out at the bottom. So if you had a longer body than I do, it's easy to let that shoulder fall out. I want you to make sure that shoulder stays sucked back into its socket. And you can either plant your hand like I just did right on my thigh, or you can drop to your elbow. I find that's the most comfortable. The closer your chest is to parallel, the more you're gonna get into the back body, which is the goal of this lift. The whole point of the bent over row, yes, it's grip, yes, it's your lat for stability, but it's also primarily shoulder movement. Think of the pull movement, right? You're gonna pull in, squeeze the shoulder blade, squeeze the rhomboid, the levator, and the lower trap. So you're gonna be right here. Again, I'm gonna just walk you through one or two more times. Pull through the elbow towards the hip, pinky to hip, bell stops, slow release back out. Exhale to pull, pinky to hip, hold on tight, watch your chest doesn't slide open, and slow release. Two big things to watch in that move: A, the drop out of that shoulder, and the chainsaw where we bring the fist up to the rib cage. I want you to keep that pinky in line with your hip bone like you're trying to feel yourself up on the way to the top, okay? And make sure that your nipples or your collarbones are facing downward so that your eyes stay in one position as your arm does all the work here.